Welcome everybody, Coach Loll here. Since Mother Nature decided to turn a little trick on us in North Dakota this past week and dumped a little snow on our field, I thought maybe we'd get out of town, and so we headed south and ended up in Orlando, Florida, and watching a few college softball games, and I just happened to run across the Concordia Cobbers out of Moorhead, and it just happened to be some of my favorite ball players of all time play for the Concordia Cobbers. And so with me tonight is
Betsy, and I played softball at Hankinson for him.
And I'm Kendra, Spindler, and I play for him on the ball yard.
Blaze, travel ball, and they both play travel ball. So
Don't remember.
80 degrees down this afternoon, 88 degrees. It was pretty cool, a lot of fun. My first trip down here, Betsy, your
Second.
And my third.
and your third. Yep. So college softball versus high school softball. A lot of difference.
So,
Speed of the game.
I feel like everyone wants to be here and they put more effort into it.
More effort. Okay. Cool.
At Concordia, it's a lot different than I'm assuming other divisions, but we're not paid to be there, and so you know that everyone is there for a specific reason. That's to play softball. They love it, and as our program is changing, we're really getting different looks at girls that, I don't know, are there for a really great reason to add to the team and not just do it because they have extra time. So.
Yeah, softball in North Dakota and western Minnesota, where Kendra comes from, is relatively new. You know, greater Minnesota or the cities, you know, the rest of the country has been playing for a lot of years. Basically, North Dakota turned, 9 years ago now, became a high school sport, so we're relatively new. The Blaze, Fargo, we're one of the first travel teams, and I got the joys of coaching with that and helping out with that, and that's where I got to meet Kendra, and then we, of course, brought along Betsy along the way. How did travel ball kind of get you ready for college more so than high school ball, or for sure?
Travel ball, everyone, it's just like a different breed of like softball players. Everyone also like puts in a ton of effort and like year round, not just for one part.
Right, it's something, and that's what I noticed. They put the winter workouts and the dome ball stuff that we went through. You know, when we first started playing, we would drive 2 hours every other Sunday to go play. And I know West Fargo was doing that, but that was something new for the rest of us to do. And since then, it's really taken off. I think there's 4 or 5 travel ball teams now based out of Fargo Moorhead. So things are really going. Playing at Concordia, how's coach?
Slater's awesome. He's so intense, and I don't know, he reminds me a lot of my dad, and it's just kind of a weird thing, but yeah, he pushes all of us, and that's like what we need. And Mankey's our coach now too, Krista Mankey, and she really adds to everything. So.
You guys have got a pretty good core there. I've known Coach Slater for quite a few years, and I will say, going through the recruiting process with my own daughter, he was one of the best. Never, you know, he's always there to talk to you. He never looks down at you because you're from Class B, Hankinson, North Dakota, you know. So, and then of course Krista, Division I, one of the top pitchers in the country, got to play professional ball overseas, having her to come on and help your guys' pitching out, which you know, Kendra, it isn't the easiest thing to do, especially at this level. You know, kind of what happened with Concordia last year happened in the past, and I got Kendra slipped in and did some pitches for me or for the Blaze in the summertime, and that's kind of what happened last year, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. You know, Abby, #1 pitcher, goes down, and you know, you got to step up. But that's what college ball is like, right? I mean, you hear it all the time with the Bison, next man up, but softball is the same way.
Like with Slater, He doesn't make false promises. He's straight up with you. He didn't recruit me because he stepped in the year after he stepped in my freshman year, but the recruiting, I wasn't really recruited there. And he didn't recruit me, but from talking to recruits, you can just tell he's super excited about the program with recruits, and he doesn't make promises he can't keep, which you shouldn't do because you can't tell kids are going to turn out in
Right.
college ball, but he's super intense. You can tell his whole heart and then some is in the game and the players.
No, your teammates. You guys get along very well?
Yeah.
I see a few pictures on Facebook, maybe a little Snapchat things once in a while. I'm not huge on this stuff, but I see some things out there, and that's pretty cool. You know,
Yeah.
definitely at this level, and at any level, you got to have that team chemistry.
It's kind of cliche, but we are kind of a family.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
With like all of the things a family actually entails, like we fight for sure, which isn't bad because
No, then we get over it and like
Yeah.
we still love each other. It's fine.
If you didn't want to play, you wouldn't be here. And that's something I try to tell my kids too, is you want to play. That's why you're here. You should be upset that you didn't get to play. But you know what? Your chance is coming. When you get that chance, take advantage of it, right?
it's like today.
And that's, everybody's got roles, and for that team to go on to the next level, or for you guys to get into the same format, say, as a St. Thomas or somebody that's the top of your league, everybody's got to have a role. Doesn't matter if you're a starter, if you're first off the bench, last off the bench, or you're keeping book on the bench, or you're the one in practice pushing the starters. Everybody's got a role. So today, okay, we got coming down here, ended up with a little de-icing problem. And so we missed our connection flight, ended up going to Miami, then back to Orlando. Snow, there's 6 to 8 inches at home. The sun is shining. It was 88 degrees today. I got a little bit of sunburn. It was awesome. You guys were on the field. What?
It's hot.
So would you rather be playing in North Dakota in your gym, or in the dome down in the cities,
No.
or come here to Florida for a week?
It would definitely want to be here. It's just the first day is super hard to get used to because you are not ready for the heat. It's a blessing. It's awesome.
Now, did you guys get to see a field before you came down here? No. So today, when you stepped on that field, that first game,
The first
Was
time
your
we've
first time?
touched dirt.
what did you do that first inning of that first game? You remember?
We rocked them.
Yeah.
We did. We put 11 batters to the plate,
With our eyes, because we
And-
watched a lot of balls go by.
and
For walks.
we're very selective at the plate. You scored 7 runs the first inning. You ended up winning 8-5 over Alma College out of Michigan. Okay, so that was a great win for you guys. Now, the second game of the evening was Hanover College out of Indiana. That team was built a little bit different than the first team.
For sure.
Yeah.
And how did that game go?
It was a little rocky at times, but I think it was a great learning experience for everyone.
I also think we adjusted to his strike zone,
Yeah.
which is part of the game. You have to be able to adjust to the strike zone. I did it. I want that at bat back, but I mean, you have to be able to see what he's calling with the first at bat, first batter in the lineup, the first inning, and go with it.
You know, you guys have been down here a couple times, Kendra and you once, but going through the MIAC compared to what you're seeing like today, this is my first trip down here, so I have no idea what I was going to see. Pitching wise, how does it compare? Are you going to see better pitching in the MIAC?
Yes.
Or is
The
it
MIAC is
because
very
the first day, you know, some of the things I noticed was, and this is the coaching end of it, but you guys were making contact for the most part, but we weren't finishing the swings. the balls were going to the pitcher and they were going to second base. And,
Yeah.
you know, we didn't get the balls to the outfield. You know, is that going to change as the season goes on?
Has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the pitcher today was really good at picking corners, and especially the outside, which usually we're pretty good at. I think. Just because Slater works so much with Apple, and I think that's really important.
And for those of you that don't know, the Cobbers ended up losing that game 7-0. How many games you got this week?
10 games in 6 days.
Okay, but you also, don't you get a day off somewhere in between?
On Wednesday.
Wednesday, so what are you going to do?
Probably go to the beach. Get some
Okay.
sun and
I don't know, my whole family's getting here. We're gonna go to a comedy club. 'Cause that's just our thing. I don't know.
Okay. Now, Kendra, you've got local ties,
Yep.
correct?
My grandparents live here in Davenport, so.
And that was pretty cool. I got to meet them today. We talked a little bit about it, so that was pretty neat to be able to meet them. You know, kind of put.
We don't live too far from Edmonton, so.
Right, you know, they're from Beardsley, Minnesota.
Yep.
And so it's kind of cool when you have ties, you come all the way down here and you get to see somebody that you don't know, but through somebody else, you know. And as, for me it has, but has softball done that for you guys anywhere?
From what?
Can you go, I can go to the Minneapolis now, or I can go to Sioux Falls now, and I'm gonna see somebody that I met through softball.
Oh.
Do you run into that at all yet? I mean, have you been to enough events, to the summer ball tournaments and through your Blaze stuff?
Kinda.
With Betsy, actually. I knew Betsy from the Blaze, and we got to Concordia, and she was like, yeah, I've never met you before. I was like,
Okay.
Yeah, I think you did.
I
yeah.
don't remember meeting her.
Okay, well, I want to give a huge thanks to these two. A couple of awesome softball players. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I sure did. I'm gonna be able to see you two more games tomorrow, and then I'm heading back to the great state of North Dakota, and of course get ready for our season coming up. But I'm really looking forward to hearing how you guys finish up. Don't you have something going on here in a couple weeks? 2-3 weeks up in Concordia College.
Oh, I think we have a camp.
yeah.
Yes, there is.
Everyone
And if you actually go on to coachlollsports.com, www.coachlollsports, you will see that Concordia camp listed on there. So if you want to come and see these awesome ladies
Instructing the little ones.
and see the great Coach Slater, check it out. But thanks, ladies, for all this.
Yeah.